This is for every student. 1000 ml of pure milk is present initially. This is for you, Riyad. I am not solving the question, but I am telling you that this is already discussed. 1000 ml of pure milk is present. 100 ml of milk is taken out. 100 ml of milk is taken out. 200 ml of water is added. 300 ml of solution is taken out. 400 ml of water is added. 500 ml of solution is taken out. 500 ml of solution is taken out. 600 ml of water is added. It is already taken in yesterday's class, Riyadh. I hope the idea is very clear. A small understanding for you. 100, so initially 1000. 100 is taken out, it became 900. You added 200. Total volume is now changing to 1100. Now out of 1100 you took 300, it became 800. You added 400. Total volume changed to 1200. Out of 1200 you took 500. It became 700. 700 plus 600 added. It became 1300. This is beautifully solved in yesterday's class. This is beautifully solved already in yesterday's class. People who miss it will repent it. I am sorry, sir. I cannot keep on revisiting the topic. That is not my job. Not only for Riyadh, it is for every student who is listening to the class. Yes, I know that something should be revised because some people might have missed yesterday's class. That is one of the reason I revised only one question. That does not mean that entire 1.5 hour I will repeat the movie, yesterday's movie today also. Don't expect that from me. Don't expect that from me. This is one of the reasons people need a lot of repetition. They might miss a class, they might not understand at first instant, they might have to revise repeatedly again and again. That is the reason people will go for enrolled course. If you are an enrolled course, you can watch it yesterday's class, Riyadh. You can watch it. Anyway, I hope this concept is clear for everyone. This is applicable. This final volume is equal to initial volume into 1 minus quantity taken out divided by total volume is applicable. Power n is applicable only if all the cycles are same or same cycles are there, right? All same cycles are there. What if it is not same? Instead of 1 minus 1 10 by 100 here, some other value will come. Some other value will come. That's the only difference. That problem we have already taken. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Now listen to this carefully. You will understand how can I apply the method what I discussed yesterday. How can I apply the concept what I discussed today? Everything will be there clear in your mind today after this problem is completed. Listen to this carefully. See this beautiful concept. The question says, your question is, a vessel is full of 90 liters milk. There is a vessel. Initial volume is 90 liters of milk. Pure milk it is. This is the first statement. 18 liter milk is taken out and replaced by water. I am taking out 18 liters of milk outside and I am replacing it with water. If nothing is mentioned, by default it is meaning that you are replacing with same quantity of water. Now, this process is repeated 2 times. This process is repeated 2 more times. That means they will not say again it is 18 taken out, 18 added, 18 taken out, 18 added. They will just say that the process is repeated 2 more times. That means 18 liters of solution is taken out, 18 liters of water is added. 18 liters of solution is taken out, 18 liters of water is added. That means totally the same cycle is repeated totally for 3 times. The amount of milk left after the third replacement is how much? After the third removal and replacement, how much of quantity of milk is present is the question. Now see here. First of all, there are totally 3 cycles in this question. So I can apply a method which I discussed in my yesterday's class, or I can apply the concept which I discussed in my today's class also. Let me apply both of them. Let me apply both of them. First method. In fact, first method is what I called it as method 2 yesterday. Do not get confused. This is what we usually teach it as ANC way of solving. Always work with a parameter which is decreasing. Milk is taken outside the vessel, so milk is decreasing. So final quantity of milk is nothing but initial quantity is 90 into, everyone observe carefully. Can I say that 18 liters is taken out of 90 liters. That means 18 out of 90 is taken out. It is 1 by 5 which is taken out. 1 by 5 is taken out means remaining inside is 4 by 5, because 1 by 5 plus 4 by 5 is only nothing but 1. Now again I added 18 liters. It again became totally 90 liters. Same thing once again. 18 liters out of 90 is taken out. 1 by 5 is taken out. Remaining inside is 4 by 5. Yesterday's concept. I hope everyone is understanding. Again I am adding 18. Again totally it became 90 liters. Same logic once again. 18 liters out of 90 liters is taken out. 1 by 5 is taken out. Remaining is 4 by 5. Now if I simplify further, 5 into 1, 5 into 18. Now can I say that 18 into 4 into 4 into 4 is 64. 18 into 64. If I multiply 18 into 64, I will get it as 1152 divided by 5 into 5 is 25. Whenever I get the denominator 25, which I have told you multiple times, I will multiply it by 4 because I want to make the denominator 100. Numerator also multiply by 4. 1100 into 4 is 4400. 52 into 4, it is nothing but 208. So this milk is nothing but 4600. 4608 divided by 100. So total milk finally is 46.08 liters. But think little logically, question is not asking you for milk parameter. Okay, in fact question is for milk only, right? What is the final quantity of milk left? Yes, then that is the final answer, sir. I don't need to simplify further. Answer for this question is 46.08 liters, which is nothing but option B, right? Which is nothing but option B. Now this method is something which I told you to apply in your examinations, which we usually teach in A and C. But I, being a teacher, my role as a teacher is always to teach my students in multiple directions. But your role as a student is to pick up the direction whichever you are comfortable with. I will show you multiple directions. You pick up the direction whichever you are comfortable with. That means I showed you method 1, which I explained in yesterday's session itself. Let me apply method 2, another way of solving the question. Sir, I am comfortable with method 1. Please go with method 1. Sir, I am comfortable with method 2. Please go with method 2. You decide whichever method you are comfortable with, sir. That is finally completely up to an individual. What is that we discussed just 5 minutes before? Final volume is initial volume into 1 minus quantity taken out divided by total volume whole to the power of n. Same logic I would like to implement. Final volume of milk is initially the 80. It is 1 minus quantity taken out is 18. Total volume is 90 whole to the power of, it is repeated, it is totally done for 3 times. That means if I simplify, 18 by 90 is 1 by 5. This becomes 90 into 1 minus 1 by 5 is nothing but 4 by 5. 90 into 4 by 5 whole cube is nothing but what I wrote here also. Both are absolutely same. In fact, from this method only I derived this conclusion. How will they be different? They both will be absolutely same, sir. Common sense should say each one of us. These both are absolutely same. Finally, you will end up with the same answer, 46.08 liter. You decide which one you need to apply, sir. It is completely up to you, right? It is completely up to you. But I will not stop at that point. I will teach you multiple method wherever it is possible. Let me teach you that multiple directions, like your Google map shows you multiple routes to reach a destination. Let me be that Google map and help you to reach the destination in a faster way. But ultimately it is your decision to go in a faster route or probably stuck in a jam and go in a slower route. It depends completely on you, sir. That is completely your choice. Now see here, what is this method 3? Think logically. I have told you so many times in my previous topics, in so many topics, in fact I have told you. Suppose for example, okay, before going to method 3, suppose for example, let me write this small analogy for you. Suppose I will say that 75% of students have passed in the exam. First, let us understand this, sir. 75% of students passed. What is the meaning of this, sir? 75% is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 of students passed. What is the meaning of 3 by 4 of students passed? I told you so many times in so many topics that your denominator always represents initial value or the total value. Denominator always represents initial value or the total value. That means totally 4 people wrote the examination, or initially 4 people wrote the examination. That is the meaning. Let us understand with very basic, sir, because I want you to be conceptually clear. Let us understand like that only. Initially there are 4 people who attempted the examination. Out of initial 4 people who attempted, 3 people passed the examination. That means denominator represents initial value or the total value. Numerator represents the final value. Numerator represents the final value, or finally how many people are eligible to be passed. That is what numerator is representing. Now same logic if I take it for removal and replacement. This is how you need to learn, sir. First understand how you should learn the problems. Then aptitude is a cakewalk. Aptitude is a cakewalk if you know that. Now see here. Can I say that totally initially there was 90 liters of milk. Out of 90 liters, I am taking out 18 liters of milk. 90 liters represents initial value, which you are already aware of. 90 liters represents initial value. That means 18 out of 90 is taken out. That means 1 by 50 is taken out. 1 by 50 is taken out. That means if 1 by 50 is taken out, how much is remaining? How much is remaining if 1 by 50 is taken out? Remaining is 4 by 5. That means the meaning of 4 by 5 is nothing but initially it is 5 liters and finally remaining is 4 liters, or initially 5 liters, 1 liter is taken outside. That means remaining is 5 minus 1, 4 liters. But this process is repeated for 3 times beta. So initially 5. Finally 4. Let me put a ratio initially to final ratio. It is repeated totally for 3 times. It is 5:4. It is 5:4. That means in simple language, initially the 5 into 5 into 5, it is 125. Finally the 4 into 4 into 4, 64. That means, can I say that according to the ratio, this is the method what I teach in ratios and so many other concepts. According to the ratio, initial volume is 125 liters. According to ratio, initial volume is 125 liters. Similarly, according to ratio, final volume is 64 liters. But final and initial milk, sir, these are all milk is what I am talking, because that is the parameter which is decreasing. But according to the question, initial milk is not 125, it is 90. Final milk how much is what they are asking. 125 should become 90. 125 into which number is 90? 125 into 90 by 125 is 90, because 125 will cancel with 125. You are left with 90. This is nothing but how much it is, sir? 5 into 18. This is 5 into 25. That means the multiplying factor in the left hand side is 18 by 25. Right hand side also it should be 18 by 25. Final answer is 64 into 18 by 25, which will eventually give you the same answer as 46.08 liters. No sir, I am not that comfortable with method 2 and method 3. Follow method 1. No sir, I am following method 3, which is good enough. Follow method 3. No sir, I am more comfortable with method 2 itself. You follow method 2. Sir, I am repeating once again. I am a teacher who is actually there here for you people to show you multiple directions. You are a student who will pick up the direction whichever you are comfortable with. The one which is comfortable for you might not be comfortable for your neighbor. He might feel something else as comfortable. Let he go for some other method, and you go for method which you love it. It is completely up to an individual, sir. I will show you multiple direction, as simple as that. I hope the idea is very clear for you people. It is very clear. Do not worry. I will take multiple questions where I will start explaining you multiple methods once again for your better understanding.